Welcome back to Ploughman's Backyard, and today we are out in the garden planting our garlic. Thought it's a great time. It's October, mid-October I guess, and it's calling for cooler temperatures, which is going to be perfect for the garlic because we want it to remain dormant for the winter. And today I've got 3 different types of garlic I'm planting. One of the garlic is Music, this is the exact stuff I planted last year. We used half of it for our pickles this year, and I saved the other half for growing for next season. The reason why I did that is because I'm increasing my yields. So I know that I'm not going to have garlic over the winter this year, but it's going to pay off in the future because I'm just going to keep increasing my garlic yields and not spending as much money. So I've got about half of these left from last year. The other kind I have is Mennonite garlic, and I picked up actually 2 pounds of Mennonite garlic. You can see how big these things are. They're fantastic. They're really strong flavor, and again, I'm only planting hardneck garlic. So I'm planting 2 pounds of this as well. I just got it this year, so I'm hoping to increase my yields of these every year. And there's quite a bit in the bag actually. And the other one that I have here, another large variety of hardneck garlic, is a Siberian garlic. I don't know if you can see it. Again, huge. And I got 2 pounds of this as well. So I'm going to have lots of garlic next season for lots of pickles. Hopefully we'll have some for over the winter and still have at least half of the amount to plant for next year. So every year I can increase my yields. Let's get into how you plant your garlic. So you want to plant your garlic if you're in colder climates like we are, zoned 3 some years, but mostly a zone 4 up in Canada, and we have hard winters. You want to make sure that you plant your hardneck garlic. Softneck garlic will not grow well up here. For those of you who don't know what hardneck garlic is, there's a stem here just in the middle of the 2 garlic cloves. I think you can see that. That is what they're referring to with a hardneck garlic. It is very hard. I'll take it out so you can see it. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking it out. This is what they call a hardneck garlic. So it's hard, you can't bend it, it's tough. And these hardneck garlic are what you need for colder climates. So if you are, in a warmer climate that doesn't get a hard winter, or maybe no winter at all, you can plant a softneck garlic. But we up here need to plant hardnecks. And the difference is, other than the neck part being hard or soft, is that typically a hardneck garlic only has on average about 4 to 7 cloves per garlic bulb. Whereas a soft neck, instead of having this hard neck here, it'll have inner bulbs. So you're going to get a lot more bulbs with a soft neck than you would a hard neck. But they're still the same. It's still garlic. They taste the same. It's not a big deal. You have different varieties, but essentially that's what we're planting. So when to plant your garlic? Like I said, up here in our colder climates, up here in Canada, we tend to plant our garlic in the fall. So usually mid to late October or early November, depending on when the snow is actually coming, because you want to get it in the ground before the snow comes. If you don't really have a winter, if you have really mild winters, you could probably get away with planting it in the spring because you'll have a longer growing season. But here we plant in the fall. So this is the perfect time to plant. So the other thing a lot of people ask is, how do I know which end to plant? You want to put the pointy end facing up to the sun, and this bottom here, you can see it there. The bottom is the root. That's where the roots are going to come from. So you want that planted down. The next thing is, how do I know how deep to plant my garlic? In general, you want to plant your garlic about a finger's length deep. So just put your finger in. That's what I do anyway. It's the best way to do it. And put your garlic bulb in. And in general, also, you want to plant and space your garlic about a hand's length apart. You want to give the garlic enough room to grow If you plant them too close together, they won't grow as big, but also it's going to take the nutrients away from the next closest garlic. So you want them to be far enough away that they have the nutrients they need. Another thing you want to make sure is that your ground is nice and soft and fluffy so that your garlic really do have a chance to grow. So I am just going to start my first row now, planting my Mennonite garlic. Like I said, start probably around here. Plant them facing up. You want them to be about a hand width apart, so my next one's going to go about here. And the next one's going to go right here. Width, fingers deep. So I just got done planting my Mennonite garlic just in this patch here, and I divided it off with a log, or a couple little logs. This here I planted my Siberian garlic here, and again used another log to divide. And then here I planted my music, which are my seeds from last year's, well, technically this year's harvest. And now what I'm going to do is I bought some straw, and now I'm just going to lay that down to cover it up after I cover up all the holes. All right, so we have went to the feed supply store where we get our chicken feed and purchased a bale of straw, just a square bale, and we've used this for our potatoes, carrots, root vegetables for storage, but we also are using it to cover our garlic for the winter. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video on how to plant garlic. I am going to leave a link at the end of this video for how to harvest your garlic, which I did this spring. So be sure to watch that and find out how we harvest it and how we can store it for long-term use. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on some great stuff coming up. Until next time, enjoy the harvest.